Take two. Turn on the mic, dingus. Greetings to you all, and welcome, my friends, to this episode of Bayou Gold Guy. I am Bayou Gold Guy, and I am excited today for episode number 162. And we are going back to the beginning, the very first bag of gold nugget sales that I ever did. And it was only been about, I think it was celebrating my, I'll have to see, it was my first month, I believe, my first month of making videos. I'd started in May, and I think it was June. Oh yeah, because I'd done it on for my birthday video, because it had a nice big nugget that showed up in it, my first nugget. 0.7 something, my little cow or dog nugget that I got for the high grader. We've got a return to Rose Creek, and Mike has come back out with the awesome high grader gold 23 karat crystalline. It is beautiful stuff. Some of the purest gold there. I don't think there's any such thing as actually 24 karat gold in nature, but I believe this stuff is probably about as close as you can get to it. And we've already seen there's been it just came out last week, and I don't know what happened there, but yeah, so we've already had kicking it off. We had Jordan with Gold Thumb Prospecting, has the 32 gram jug, and he bought a special nugget jug that he got from Mike and Gold Nugget Sales. So he kind of gave us a little teaser with that and showed us some really nice nuggets out of that baby. And then we've also had some that have already been done. Metally Corrupted came out with his. Seemed like there was another one that I had seen, but I just can't. I've been kind of scattered out here the last few days. But at any rate, as soon as I saw it came out on the notice, I got a bag of the 3 gram bag. Fortunately, I was able to. I had the money to get it at that time. I'd been kind of sitting back waiting. I'd been wanting to get some gold, and I was putting off getting putting in a few $100s on it, just because we knew that this was supposed to be coming up here in July. So I was just about to order, try getting some more, maybe some mammoth. But that takes so long. I was needing to get something quicker too. But for I was still holding off because my cash. And so yeah, fortunately it came up. I jumped on it. So we've got us a nice bag. And this is unlike the first round where it was only came in the 3 gram bag. We've got the 1 gram bag of it also available this time, but it comes with the 3 gram bag comes with a 1 gram minimum nugget, just like his leaf golds and his chunkies, and a lot of his 3 gram larger bags do. And by 1 gram, he means usually well over 1 gram. So we'll see how that. I'm kind of torn on it. I mean, I like the idea of having a nice big cool nugget in there of that gold, but I'd almost kind of like to have more of the pieces that I had that are more 1/4 and 3/10 gram pieces. But like I said, I haven't seen it yet. I just know I loved it from the first time, and I only got a chance to do 1 bag of it. So again, this is I'm really looking forward, especially after watching Jordan break into that big 32 gram jug. I was really stoked to get this stuff in it. So that being said, let's actually it's early in the day. I got my coffee here still going, and I'm trying to get this done early. We got storms coming, and we already got hit real heavy this morning, and there's a break, but it is on the way. So ideally I can get this done and through in time. But I was looking back at the some of the material back from the first time doing this 3 years ago, and it looked like it was basically still the same kind of that dull beige, very milky, dirty water that comes from this stuff. Very silty. But it's got a cool label, the Rose Creek, Nevada, goldnuggetsales.com. Mike's a great guy. I've talked to him a few times online, and he does a gold vlog. It's called Gold Vlog. VLOG, and he's been doing that for quite a while, but he has some really good videos and very informative as well. And again, seems to be a really nice guy, and he gets some really cool gold. To see clearly what this crystalline special specimen gold looks like. I've got my revised magnet. It's just a big bolt I had from a job I finished, and it's got a couple of magnets on the end and then some neodynes that are glued to the bottom of it. It goes in the bag, and that works pretty good for my purposes on. Alrighty. Yeah, it has a gold bay kind of look to it as far as the big rocks in there. I'm sure it looks like it's kind of damp too. There, but I mean, look at that. That's beautiful. So yeah, that's a nice dense little pile of gold right there, and just beautiful. And like I said, I can't. Actually, what I'm probably going to end up doing here is
And actually, while you hear that sawing going on in the background, that construction was them installing and fencing in a Generac natural gas generator, which actually in a couple of months later was going to be providing me with the source of life after Hurricane Ida hit, and I was running my power cord from my neighbor's house back there behind me to my house to keep my refrigerator and my window unit running, and being able to, like I said, stay down here and survive for the next 2 weeks without power. But it's a kind of a tie-in there from filming it here. Same thing with the rooster. You'd hear crowing in the background. Ended up living in my backyard after the storm, and I was feeding it with 8 of his little hens, and it was like I said, it was always a very cool tie-in for things that had been in the background of past videos that came to be part of life on the on the channel there afterwards, after post Ida for a while. All right, anyway, here we go.
like you'd expect from being out in a desert, old, dried up desert riverbed where they fly this. So that being said, let's turn to the new gold epicenter of South Louisiana, where X used to mark the spot, but there's just not hardly enough X left anymore. So yeah, the old gold station there is due for a refit, and we're gonna be getting on that. But there we have it, the return of the high grader, and that is again some awesome stuff. And if you can see, it's got that kind of dull beige, rocky. It looks like, I commented on the first one that it had a lot of large rocks in it, for which he used to kind of do on his 3 gram bags. He'd put larger rocks in the material, but I think he's cut that down over the years too. So our first bag did not have the cool label with Mike out there retrieving. And again, this just warns to be careful about, as any pay dirt, you could find stuff in there that might stick you or prick you or cut you, but I've never encountered anything in it. One very thin piece, almost like a light bulb glass would be, that I think is something I found one time in some of this stuff, but I don't know that it was Gold Nugget Sales. But at any rate, you just want to be aware of that and be careful. I know Klesh would always do the thing wearing the black gloves on his hands, saying because the oil transfers from your skin to the blah blah blah, and it's like, even when he was saying that, when I first started this, I'm thinking, I really have a hard time believing that enough oil, I mean, how greasy are people these days, but enough oil would transfer from your skin to the gold in your pan to make it, make a difference. So, yeah, after I never did it and never encouraged people to do it. So now you're out on the stream and you're working, you know, nature, wild, yeah, then you might want to consider wearing some protective hand protection, you know, especially if it's in a, you know, in a very more, I don't know, more, I don't know, developed area or something where you would come into trash or have stuff washed downstream that you'd run into. But at any rate, yeah, we never abided by that. So there we've got, now this stuff, oh man, shit, I forgot all my pans have been rained on. We will definitely want to start off our, let's see, we've still got some stray raw. I don't know what those came out of. We still have, there's incredibly my caps for the snuffer bottles. I still have 2 of the 3 caps of the snuffer bottles I've had. I was looking for that bag. I knew it had to be around here somewhere. Man, I tell you, the one I'm having trouble finding is my damn, my bag from the Australian gold, because we had the winners, the auction winners, and our channel winners. Thank you all so much again for tuning in on the 4th of July live stream last week. That was awesome. To do, you know, do some panning. That was the first live stream panning. We did the grilling and shot off some fireworks. And like I said, I really appreciate it. I think we ended up with like a total of like 3-something hours of on the stream. It broke the fact that the first 20 minutes I lost the stream and I had to go back, and I went back and restarted from the opening. But yeah, that was actually episode 161 for a Paydirt review of our RJs. And we'd have done this probably if I'd have gotten it in sooner, but it wasn't. That wasn't in the cards on that for. Plus, it was been harder to do like that, so it's a lot better to do this stuff where I can actually manipulate the camera and the zoom and all that. So, but we're going to start with the large, and again, you can see that those are about the half-inch size, and I hate to do this because I know we're going to end up exposing our money shot first thing. So y'all tell me, I'm gonna do this looking away with my eyes closed so I don't see it. Shielding, we're gonna shield it here. So that is a lot of bigger material in here still for sure, but not as big as what was in the previous. But again, that's and then we could actually cut that down now through the kitchen strainer. Through our regular kitchen strainer size, because there is some fine gold in this. And when you've got, so let's go ahead and do a little quick. As I recall, there was really nothing. Yeah, there is pretty much nothing at all. There's a few little scraps there. So yeah, this is magnetic free. You can see there's our little breakfast. Just a regular butter croissant. No. Nothing else on it. Croissant and coffee. We call that the Picard breakfast. Captain Picard. Although I think he probably had Earl Grey tea with that. I don't know. Coffee. He might have had coffee in the morning. Yeah, track nerd. So, all right. I'll tell you, man, those croissants, these are again, Walmart, but they're the buttered croissants. It says on the thing where they're actually, man, these things are, I've had them, and if you keep them out, they go, you know, they spoil, they mold in a day or two. So you want to keep them in the refrigerator because again, they're all natural. And but yeah, man, that is, you get that butter, just a dry croissant, man. Those things are so good. Very flaky, nice buttery flavor. It's just dry. I love them. And I'm not a big bread eater of any kind, really. So, but I do get those, and like I said, I put them in the refrigerator, and they'll keep for 10 days. And if you froze them, I guess they'd take longer, but I'm not really interested in freezing them. And I buy them when they're marked down, so that like a pack of 8 of those is like $3 or something. And they are really good. There's our first. Look at there. Holy, holy, holy. A nice gold chunker. That's a gold chunker too. My hands are still dry, so I can easily look at there. There. Welcome back, old friend. Like I said, this is like revisiting an old friend now to me with seeing the high grader again. And I'm still just as excited as I was the first time getting into this stuff. Look at that, beautiful. So that's about enough of that. So we'll use put our Falcon pan to the use that I use it for, which is holding material. Oh, whoa, and there's another nice little baby there. Of course, it'll look better whenever it's wet and shiny. It's a little dirty. Look at that contour, all the character in that. What is that, green? We got some green in there. Where's my light? I'm out here. Hold on, red wasp, get away. I can do this right now, this early in the day, without the sun and the shadows, because we got the overcast from the storm, the impending weather. So yeah, I've never seen that with that green. I mean, it comes through on the camera better than it does in real life, because I can zoom in and see it. But yeah, very cool. So I'm sure we could pick through there and find any number of interesting little doodads. So there we are, classified. Classification complete. Okay, so yeah, what am I doing here? All right, that's the pan. Let's transfer that to that, because we're going to be using this pan for our panning purposes. So yeah, I hope everyone had an awesome 4th of July. Again, we had a lot of weather. It was downpouring on whenever we were I kept having to go in and do the inside stuff in between waiting to get out here to do the pay dirt and do the smoking on the grill. The grill held up pretty good. It stayed pretty dry in there and kept our stuff going. But that's what I hate that when I'm editing these, where I'll start a thought and then I'll get sidetracked. And I know there's some of you guys that probably drives you crazy, that catch me doing that all the time. But it's like, damn it, finish your thought, Biden. But again, I was thinking of the auction, all the auction winners for that, and as well as our giveaway winners for the day. And our main prize winner, Love for Movies, got the big bottle to wrap up the day. But Dan Holmesy Prospecting had gotten won the big Freedom Fest bottle, whatever it was, the auction bottle that was the Australian gold. And I was asking him if he wanted it in the original material. And he's actually giving it to Julie Banshee to add to her Bayou collection. I know she bought 3 of my first bottles whenever I even started putting out Paydirt, and it was had some of them at her show. Was doing one that she'd always do at the gold shows. I know she had given one to Vendetta first thing, so it was very cool for her supporting my channel and showing my dirts and my stuff I was putting out. Very cool. But I cannot find that goddamn bag of Australian. I can't even find. I'm thinking, well, did I take the material? I dried it, and usually I return, especially that stuff, because that was exactly what I planned to do. Then I'm thinking, well, have I given any of it away where I was actually using that dirt? But even if I'd used the dirt, I would still have the bag. and I can't find the bag. So I don't know what. I might end up having to use the red Arizona dirt there from the last collaboration bag, because that looks a lot like the get my gold vlog stickers getting wet back there on the. Although I think they're pretty water resistant, we don't want to soak them. But so yeah, I'm about to just go through and started a separate pile and move everything from wherever it is into the one pile and look, because I've got that I can't find. I've still never found the Patriot Prospecting, who also put in an awesome bid on the Christmas in July Paydirt. He had sent me, over a year ago, the some of his material, as well as the Trump sticker that was very cool, like a bumper sticker, and I've never found that again. I know I've got places where I keep envelopes, where I keep separate stuff, where I keep boxes. I mean, it's all pretty much lumped together, but it is kind of separated. But I've just gotten too much stuff. I haven't hardly thrown away anything over into our 4th year here, and I've just got stacks of boxes, envelopes, empty bags, and there's just no reason for it. I gotta clear out and find some. Like I said, I gotta find that Australian bag. I just don't know where I could have put it. I mean, yeah, I've got a decent sized house, a couple rooms, but it's not like there's any place outside of a couple of spots where my stuff accumulates. On top of the washer is one of the worst. Unfortunately, it's got that vibration shaker control on it, so it doesn't shake everything on it off on to fall behind it when it's going through the. I don't know. Do y'all see that? Did y'all see that? When it's going through the. Yeah, I don't know. Do y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Let's see if we can get that up there again, man. That was a big piece of gold that just lifted up and floated away from there because I forgot to add the jet dry. And again, it's not just for flour gold or tiny gold. That was a piece that you could have picked up. I mean, it'd be a tight pickup, but you could have lifted it up out of the pan with a little picker if you could nail it. It was one almost like that size. Or it may even still be down here. But yeah, it lifted up and floated freely along with a couple other pieces. So very important when you're doing this stuff to get your surfactant in. You can use dishwashing soap too. It tends to make it foam up a lot more than it does using the jet dry or the rinse agent that I get from. That's about $3 a bottle cheaper than the. I don't know why they're so proud of a diluted soap jet dry, but all right, let me see. We got to get the snuffer bottle. All right, I had to make sure I had the right bottle there because we have one snuffer bottle dedicated to our Lake Superior Ron Anders material that we're going to be recovering over the next few weeks. We did our first Paydirt video on that, and actually found some Lake Superior gold in that black sandbag that he brought us down when he came. So yeah, that was my first natural gold recovered. I mean, that's not my first natural. You know what I'm saying? This is all natural gold because it's real and prospected out of the ground. But yeah, as far as he dug that pay dirt up and put it in a bucket and brought it home and brought me some of it. And I found some, even that size, almost flakes of gold. Numerous flakes. in the few scoops that we did. So very cool. All right, well, we got that much of our fine stuff left here. So let's go ahead and I will process this. Am I hearing? I think I'm hearing ticks of raindrops. Keep falling on my head. Fine organics. A different kind of desert material than we see out of Arizona for sure, coming out of Nevada. Rose Creek. All right, well, let's just see what we have wrapping up here. Actually, I could probably lose a little more of that. I know a lot of you guys see this too, that I wash down my stuff a lot more than some people do, just because I don't like having a ton of stuff to go through in the pan. And I trust my pan not to wash anything out down to this level. So yeah, I get it out of the way, expedite the recovery there. Especially when I'm dealing with the black sand stuff, the less time that I can have to spin rocking the pan back and forth. keep it. I don't know if y'all can hear picking that up on the mic, but the thunder's rolling in. And there we've got our hints of gold. Beautiful. I'm going to leave a link in the description for the original high grader video that Mike put out 3 years ago on the gold vlog, because it's really cool. It's funny. He's out there he's getting this the first time he's talking about where it is and the area and the significance of this gold. And the guys make him leave the camera at the truck when he goes to get his gold. They did not want to be on YouTube. They didn't want to be filmed. And Mike's like, you know what? It's funny. People tend to get not want you to show where they find their gold, show where the gold is. So that was where he picked up his first. Yeah, there's the raindrops. It's not bad. If I can shield the camera, we will be good. There's some black sand showing up right there. That's got to be hematite. All right, we're gonna go with that. We'll clean it up at the end. We've got a good start off of that little stuff. Now we'll move up. We've already seen we've got some pretty nice chunks in here. I'm not sure. We'll check and see. This most of this, it looks like it could be clay, a clay quality to it, but once you get it wet, you see that it's really a pretty fine gravel. So it's not like it's something you need to soak to dissolve down, like say the Gold Bay red clay, where you have literally just slabs of clay, like it does when it dries up, that are dense, that look like a rock, but it's actually just nothing but, a clump of dirt hardened up. So you want to soak it. Usually by soaking it, it means get it wet, let it, give it 10 seconds, and it's ready to go. So usually if you even put it in your pan and give it a good, stratification like this, it will break down anything that needs to be dissolved. Reach in there with your hand and kind of stir it up a little bit if there's any doubt. And you can see there we've got that's all gravel. No mud clods or anything like that. So most of Mike's stuff is pretty much very user friendly. Even if you're a beginner, as long as you just take your time, do your classifications where, while you're learning to, what size, because different material moves different, and the different size material moves different in the pan. Different kinds of material move different in the pan. So there's a character and personality to the different bags of pay dirts that you get and go through. And as you get more experience going through more different types, you get a feel for them. But all of Mike's stuff, even with the fine gold that you find at the bottom, like I said, if you don't recover it, there's not enough of it to really hurt your, recover. Your weight's going to still be about the same as what it's supposed to be. He usually does about 5.05 over a gram. If you get a 1 gram bag, it's going to be 1.05 to 1.10. And if you get a 3 gram bag, it's going to be usually 3.15 to 3.18, that around that area. And like y'all just saw, what we pulled out of this 3 gram bag was that was fine gold, but that was all, none of it was tiny flour gold that other than a few little specks, again, that if you didn't get those, that wouldn't even count on the weight. So it's a great, and the fact that you're getting such an awesome gold. And again, I cannot stress enough, as I often do when we're doing gold nugget sales, is there are no gold companies that I know of that you can buy 3 grams of gold in a bag and get over a 1 gram nugget, and usually 1.5 to closer to 1 3/4 gram nuggets, and as just part of the gold in the bag. I said that is just unheard of in the, you're lucky to get your full weight of gold. That's not just a bunch of fine little specks, or if you got a little piece that you can actually pick up, that's good on a lot of gold. So the fact that he puts in basically a collector piece of gold in a simple bag of pay dirt that anybody else would not have in there speaks volumes of the kind of business that he runs and how he does his stuff, and why we love him. Like I said, I put on my community page from Jordan, and I think Medley Corrupted had done his, and I was like, we need to do a GNS week, hashtag Gold Nugget Sales Week, GNS week, because I'm sure there's a lot of people that have, just like we do on Vendetta, have bags stored up from him as well. But just to really show him some love for maybe start following up Vendetta week in June with Gold Nugget Sales GNS week in July, and everybody just do a do one of your bags of Gold Nugget Sales dirt. I don't know, just a thought. But like I said, we started, we started with Vendetta just because it was kind of an insult that didn't appreciate, because he's such a quality guy, and what he does for us in his pay dirts and his channel. But Mike, like I said, Mike is again a different level of gold dealer, and the way he conducts his business would suggest a much smaller, intimate, more personalized company than I think that really it is. He's grown pretty good, and we hope for the most success that he and his family can get, because they definitely deserve it. And he's got the very entertaining gold vlog channel with just tremendous um, production values on his videos. They look professional, just very entertaining, and like I said, a good guy. And there's pretty much nothing that he won't do for you if he can do it. If you call in a bag, like I was saying, I could have, whenever I ordered this bag, I could have sent him or called him and said, hey Mike, could you maybe just put me in a piece that's only a half a gram, and then make the rest of it this and this. And if he could, he'd do it. He'll do just about anything that's within, even sometimes to the detriment of his own profit margin, uh, on for his customers. So no doubt, like I said, he is a very unique company, a unique individual with some. We're about to see here. We're working on our way down up to it. I can't believe we got through the classification without seeing that nugget. I'm serious. I haven't seen it. If you guys didn't see it going through there, I really was. I was looking away with my head in there when we were doing the classification on it. So I have not seen what we're getting in this one. So, like you guys, I will be surprised. And that's the fun part, the discovery. And I'm pretty sure that is a piece that will not. Oh no, it did. Did hear that? It just made it just under the wire. That was awesome. Nice little start there. So, but yeah, like I said, I'll leave a link to the original video for this stuff from Mike from the Gold Vlog. And hell, we'll just go ahead and do that out. We're running a little long on it as it is here for our halfway point. Oh, did you just see that last bit of dust kick out of there before the water covered it? Very dusty. So yeah, you guys, if you want to do something like that, leave hashtag GNS in the comment section. And like I said, that's what that was another part of the video. The comment on the in my community is like, at the end of the video is like, well, between yours, mine, and the one that Gold Thumb's doing, that we almost already have got a vendetta week. Gold Nugget sales week going here. So I might put out another community post there, encouraging people, if you got, smoke them if you got them. If you got a Gold Nugget sales bag, go ahead and do one this week and get a post out. Do a short, put out a picture. You can send me a picture of your, if you've got some and you want to do it, you can take a picture on your camera and send it to my email, BayouGoldGuy79@gmail.com, and I'll post your picture on the channel for doing your Gold Nugget sales. Actually, and that goes for anytime you guys are doing anything. If you don't have, that your viewers, if you're you do your gold, if you get some that are particularly cool or that you're proud of or excited about, take a picture of it, send it to my email, and we'll do you a shout out and post it on the videos. I know that's always cool to see your stuff out there on the TVs and computers. Actually, I'm about to watch. They've come out with the new 40 years later Axel Foley, Beverly Hills Cop. Eddie Murphy's back. So it's already on. I've already got it on HD in F movies, so I can watch it there and see what it is. But I've heard it's, basically it's safe. It's they're not, it's him 40 years later. He's back with Taggart and whatever the young guy's name was, and kind of just rehashing the same story. But I haven't heard enough about Eddie Murphy. The last thing I really heard of anything about Eddie Murphy was when he was supposedly got caught picking up the the tranny hooker, and he didn't know. And people give him a hard time, and I'll give him a break. But if it wasn't a tranny, he wouldn't really need to do that to find a woman. He could be able to very easily find if he wanted to just get a little crazy there one night. But you got to go out and specifically, So, but again, I haven't ever heard anything else about it, so I don't. I just kind of found that was kind of sad because he was married, so he's just another Hollywood deviant scumbag. Whether it's a queer or not, he's still cheating, and that's, you know, I still find that, you know, morally reprehensible. If you're married and cheating on your spouse after you've taken a vow, that's, I mean, it's bad enough boyfriend and girlfriend, but there's no vows or promises involved in that. But another reason that I've never taken those vows, because I know I could adhere to them, but I never trusted any of the women I was around to be able to, at least not for more than 2 years. Which is so there we go. That is our Plus kitchen strainer. And with the light off, it was shining. Now with the light on, it's got that look that brings up the classic. Don't you hate it when your gold doesn't fit in the tube? You got to go to the trouble of picking it up by hand. Let's look at those little. Actually, those probably would have gone in. They're little chunkers. I thought that one was together. Now now you're getting a little more of that look to it out here up close. Beautiful stuff. Nice little chunkers. Here we go. The big stuff. We're hitting the big stuff here. I said I can't believe we made it through the classification without seeing our chunkers. So here we go, folks. When are we going to get the first look at the star of the show today? And it was great. The first bag of this that I did, and I had this. I'm saying, well, you know, because I had a whole month experience that time, so I was already an expert. No, I always knew I was. I'm still in the learning curve on this stuff, even after the years. But I'm going, yeah, you know, pretty much we don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about finding anything in this big plus, you know, this strainer basket size stuff. But you always want to go through, you know, and check your material, blah blah blah, and then I get to the bottom. I'm like, well, there, well, made a liar out of me. There you go. There was a hold on. Potential spam from Washington, D.C. What a surprise. So yeah, that was but and then that's whenever I was like, because I was doing it for my birthday bag, I was like, well, happy birthday to me, you know. And that was my biggest nugget. All right, we're clean there. Yeah, and by the time I was going to get some more of this, he had sold out. But I had so many different types of, you know, different bags for different companies I was trying to go through that I did not get another bag of this stuff particularly. There's the rain. All right, well, nothing in that one. So it looks like we're down to our last. Oop, what is that stuff falling out of there? All right, yeah, there's the there's the rain coming down. I think we're still protecting our. I'm stand over the phone here. I'm still protecting our our sign. There's under the eave. So all right, we got our little bit of gold there. Not gold, but I had some damn dirt that was still in this when I picked it up. It had spilled out. And I've got it right here. I want to check and make sure there was no gold in this that got washed out. All right, no, it was just dirt. So all right, that's good. All right, now we know how to get down to the bottom here. This is the storm's closing in. We've got a tempest a brewing. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was some pretty heavy thunderstorms that were showing up coming. We're back to the old pattern like we haven't had in a while for years, where we get rain almost every day through July. Every afternoon, sometime during the day, a couple of times. Then sun come back out and heat it up. Some big, again, these are all, this look like some pretty standard river rock. I can't believe we still have not got to our big nugget. Did Mike forget our nugget? I bet he didn't. It's rare though to have this kind of a build-up. Like I said, I'm serious, you guys. I haven't seen it. If one of you guys saw it before this, leave a thumbs up on the comments before we get there to it. It's definitely in the live chat while we're doing this. I still don't see a gold nugget sticking up in there. Do you? All right, let's zoom in a little more. We got to be getting close. I'm standing over it trying to keep the rain off the phone and watch our material. Somebody's going, Bayou, you washed that nugget away. If I did that, I need to retire my pan if I'm that bad at it still. Oh, I just caught a glance of some shine in the corner. All right, there we go. Let's see. This is what the old miners would have seen back in the day on the Nugget Trail. Oh, look at there. We've got us a few that made it. Look at there. Made it through the old kitchen strainer. Holy cow. Even in the dark overcast out here, that gold is shining like the sun. Look at that. Mamma mia. Look at that. It's almost like Mike read my mind on this one, because it looks like we've got some little bit smaller pieces there making up our giant. But look at that. Look at that, baby. I'd say that's at least a gram. That's got to be at least a gram right there. And look at the detail on that. Check that beauty out. Yeah, I'd say that definitely has a buttery quality to it there. Yeah, hear that? That's a solid hit. And then our other two pieces, very nice. Just look at that golden shine on that. Beautiful. Well, that was pretty cool, man. I can say I really enjoyed having that holding out till the very end on seeing what we got there. And I don't see anything else. And multiple pieces in there. So my phone is getting wet. Let's get this snuffer dump here and get. Oh my goodness. I really thought I was going to have a little more time to. It's watering. My coffee is diluted. Yeah, diluted and cold. That's the way you want it. All righty. Oh, we'll go ahead and put a little splash of jet dry in that. I keep some in the bottle, but I can't remember if I added any to this bottle or not. That's good enough in the rain here. I'll get this snuffered up inside, because I'm getting just soaked pretty bad. And my phone, actually, what's worse is my phone is getting soaked. So beautiful. That is just awesome. Mike at Gold Nugget Sales comes through again. Like I said, you're not going to find gold like that anywhere else I know of on any Paydirt companies out there right now. So awesome. Thank you so much, brother. Yeah, we got out of here just in time, I tell you. I still have my sign should have never been out here today. I was stupid for bringing it out. I don't do that when it's a chance of rain. It did get wet. Trying to dry it off and keep the stickers from rolling and peeling on it because they're already old. But yeah, fuck. Like I said, that's why I don't bring it out here when it's windy or chance of rain. But I wanted to for the GNS for our big high grader return. But yeah, man, it is it's not messing around anymore. It's still been doing like this for about 30 minutes since we wrapped up. It got heavy right when I came in. It really kicked it up a notch. So all right, well, we're drying on the stove. Dog's waiting. Look at that beautiful gold. So we've got our pan dried up here, and very nice. The thunderstorms raged. Actually, we're into the next day here. I ended up having to take off and go do some work-related activities there in between the rainstorms, and we've got more coming today, or else I would have been starting that roof. So, but yeah, just everything was so flooded and saturated from yesterday that I couldn't even set up my ladder around it without sinking in the ground. So, and I can't walk on a roof, track mud and crap on it whenever it's wet. So yeah, waiting for it to dry out, but that's all right. Give me time to do this. So let's check and see there's our big chunker right there. That beauty, our guaranteed 1 gram, and I guarantee you that is over 1 gram. So let's 0.140. How awesome is that for a good like I said, I've seen some that were over 1.5. So I'm really happy with that one. That's a perfect size. It's a nice big chunk. It's got a very cool look to it, and gives us room for some other nice pieces too. Check this one out. That one's almost 0.45 grams on that bigger flat piece there. That's very cool. And then we've got our longer 0.39 on that one. Awesome. And then this other rounder, chunkier, 1/4 gram on that little chunker. So let's see, we've got one more little round, 0.15. So yeah, some very nice weights on there. We'll go ahead and put our big one back in, 1.40. Very cool, beautiful. And there we go. Like I said, that is just the 3.15 on the nose. Perfect for gold nugget sales, and a beautiful, beautiful recovery. I did go through my tailings, and I found a few just tiny, tiny little specks. Very fine, like finer than even finer than the one down here in the corner, like that size is what we were getting. You see the little vial here. That is my previous uh high grader from 3 years ago. And we've looked at this a few times over the years, but like I said, that was my first nugget. I always thought it looked like a little dog when I first got it, and then it kind of looked more like a cow. I think it depends on which way you flip it. It looks a little different from that way. But you can see like the 4 legs. There's even a leg in the back. So I don't know, but very cool. And then we had our very cool. I always thought this looked like a crab, and it had the hole. My buddy wanted to put it on a necklace because it already has the hole naturally in it right there. But like I said, for down here, that was the crab. Or if you flip it around, I mean, yeah, if you like that, it looks like a crab. And if you flipped it around the other way, you could get the bull, the kind of the bull's head to some degree. And then we have these beautiful pieces. So yeah, there we go for those. Now let's go ahead and dump our new stuff in over on this side, since it is still from the same Rose Creek formation in Nevada. And like I said before, this was the 3 gram was the only size that you could get of this stuff. He does have it in the 1 gram bag now. So it would probably be there's still, you can still see that green showing through on that. That is so unusual. I've never seen color like that on a same on that side. Very strange, but beautiful. So I don't know. I'd say those look pretty close to the same. I don't see any difference in the because it is a crystalline gold. Got a little, I don't know what that is. It even was weightless, but yeah, these are. I think I'd say that we'll all be able to go into the same vial together, because it sure looks. There's my biggest piece next to the new biggest piece, and you can see they look like they definitely look like they belong together. So yeehaw, getting to add to the old group with the new group. And some beautiful, like I said, this is one that I haven't really given away except for like one of my first giveaways when it was you could select your gold. And I had 3 different, and John R. Prospecting had won, I think second, who you got to choose in the order you won. And he chose the high grader. So he was always the thing. Congratulations again to John for breaking 1,000 subscribers on his channel. So he's going to be doing his 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And a big congratulations as well to Troubled One, who just broke 100 subscribers on his channel. So congratulations, brother, on that. That's a pretty good accomplishment. You got that pretty quick. It took me a hell of a lot longer to get my first 100. And so that, good congratulations. And he's doing his. By the time this video's out on Friday night, the opportunity has already ended as far as getting in on the giveaway. I've posted in my community page there, so hopefully y'all saw that, to get a chance to enter on his 1 gram. And he said he's going to be working up till he gets to 500, with adding a gram for every 100. So there you go. Uh, beautiful stuff, though. Well, no surprise here. We've crunch the numbers, and as usual with our gold nugget sales, they're just awesome. So I got this bag for $244.95 was the cost, plus shipping was $256.90. I don't count postage though, as y'all know. That's just the cost of doing business. So with our 3.15 grams recovered from this pay dirt, we ended up with a gold value for the day that I bought it of $238.82. And that was, again, that was at a cost, and it was at $2,358 an ounce. As of today, it's actually $2,413. So we've actually made money on this already, which the gold value on it for today's cost is actually $244.95. So $244.46. So yeah, it's basically 100% ROI straight up on it now by today's cost, but it does give us a 97% ROI by the value that I on the day I bought it, which is how we count it on our, of course, the value of gold on the day that I purchase it, not the day that I receive it or open it up. So very cool. Again, what is y'all know this? What is that staining that's green on that one piece? I was trying to look at it closer and with the phone to see if it was like maybe some kind of, if I was seeing peridot running through it or something. I don't know. It's but yeah, you can see that it's in the gold, but very unusual. So yeah, another incredible offering from Mike. Got our new big 23 karat nugget there. It's got that very cool knob on the end of it. Got kind of, it's reminiscent of the my big nugget from Vendetta. That's kind of got the same, basically the old lady or the woman sitting on the with the blanket. But yeah, this doesn't have that singular look, but it does have the knob. Very cool. So you just gotta love this stuff, and I would highly recommend you picking up some Gold Nugget Sales High Grader. Of course, it was called the High Grader because when these guys, the miners back in the day, when they'd be working in the mines, they would pocket some of the best nuggets that they would find throughout their day's work and then carry them out. So they were, it was considered the highest grade. They were high grader and high grading. Same, it's the same thing with the trees when they'd go through and timber, and they would go through and cut the choice trees first, the highest quality, and that was high grading. So I thought that was a appropriate name for this stuff, since it is some of the choicest gold in the out of Nevada. You see the giant pit where they dig out, billions of dollars worth in micro gold, and then a few hundred miles over to the side, you're getting gold like this. Crystalline gold. Very cool. All right, well, let's just see before I put this away. As I said, I got the 3-gram bag, and I've given away a little bit of it, but really not much compared to pretty much almost all my other golds. So 5.30 grams. That looks about right, because I think I've given away about 3/4 thereabouts. So look at that, man. That makes for a pretty nice looking pan full of gold, though, doesn't it? I wonder if the big piece will fit in my vial, or do I need to go to the storage? I've got the same John R. Prospecting case, but I just use I don't keep my stuff in the case because I'm always messing with it, pulling it in. Oh yeah, that nugget fit in there perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Baby's got him a new home with all the little brothers and sisters here. Put all these back in because I know they will not fit through the funnel. Man, that is a nice heavy feel for the vial here. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, when you're dealing with the really fine stuff, though, and the funnel's great for keeping it under control and not getting it on your counters or spilling it anywhere else. So man, that is a nice. Even that though, it's still with the big chunks. It just doesn't. It takes a lot of gold to fill up one of those little vials. But it sure is pretty in there, isn't it? Thank you again, Mike.
Take a look at our last newest little batch of guys.
Let's remember what happened in 2020.
There she comes right back in. But yeah, that's her. There's her 5. They're a week old right now. Look at those little. This is one. Look, this one looks like her. That's one that looks like her when she was a baby. Gizmo. And then she's got the 2 little tabbies types and another. Okay, buddy, you're such a good mommy. She's been a very good mommy. And I helped her with every one of hers, but she ate all the afterbirth. Did all I did was snip them free and help her with the very first one that came out. But look at that one. Look, that's her twin right there from when she was a baby. So okay, all right, sweet baby. There you go, back under. There, that's my little babies. And then on the other side, we journey into this side, and here's grandma, of course, my little Guinevere. It's a new little baby. Gizmo's right there. And then on this end, we've got our latest little batch. And there, oh, where are we? There we are. You can't see him from here. There's Mom's eyes. This is last year's baby, Jessie, and her second litter of this year. And she's got 5 very healthy, pretty little kittens for her. And they are fat, and their eyes are now open. And they are, like I said, they're very healthy. She's doing very well with them, being a very good mommy with them. So last time she had 5, and we lost 3. And the 2 that remained is what she's one of the 2. There's her little. Actually, I decided her name's going to be Belle or Bella, since this is Jessie. So we got little Jessie Belle, and they're both torties. So there we go. There's Mama, and then there's her baby, and then there's a 3rd generation. I got 3 generations of torties here.
Well, yeehaw! We're doing the gold dance today because we've got some very awesome gold. So very happy about it. Would you calm yourself? Good Lord, he's having a fit down there. Even when I was trying to get the camera set up, he's bouncing off of me. Yeah. So I have good news to report that all my little babies that were up at Pet Express were adopted. So much thanks to Mr. Pat and his sister. I can't forget her name, Michelle, I believe it is. I'm sorry if I can't. I'll have to check. But they run this store. They mostly do like aquarium stuff, some awesome aquarium stuff. They got one that's like a 7-inch deep, 3x4 foot wide, like a tidal pool tank full of anemone and sponges, and very kind of the ultraviolet light over it, where you get the colors of the black light effect on it with the. So I mean, just they, and then the fish, and they also do like they got 2 Cocker Spaniel puppies up there right now that are adorable, and a couple little schnauzers. But so yeah, they do puppies, but they don't do cats. So but they did have a cage. They do put them out for people like I had that have kittens that need to get a home for them. And he was telling me that after the holidays they'd have no problem. Because I chose a couple of times I was going to ask him about taking them out. Go up and try to get them a home like I did before. He's like, no, I felt bad about imposing on him for any period of time with my kittens, but he's like, no, don't. They were happy to do it. They really were genuinely, like I said, enjoyed. He'd play with them while and they had customers that come in. They said they get attention all the time because they're right at the door and they're so cute. So even like I said, even his sister was saying that if she didn't have so many animals already at home, that she would have taken the little orange tabby that was so cute. I was called him Morris because he was from Morris the Cat, the old commercial from Purina or whatever it was. But you remember Morris. But yeah. So that's good news. Hopefully they'll be able to do a little something else, because right now, the last count, as you saw, that's 17 cats in the house, 10 kittens, and then the big 7, and then the dog. 17 cats and a dog. I think I'm going to start a YouTube channel, and that's going to be the name of it. 17 cats and a dog on the Bayou. But I think I should do something with it, man. That's pretty unique to have any, you know, and it not be a crazy cat. Like I said, I've had people come in here and I'll ask them, man, does this house smell like cats to you? Because I can't, I don't smell anything, but I'm in it all the time. But when I come in and out, gone for the day, I don't come in and smell, oh man, this house smells like cats. Like a lot of people's houses I've been in that had 1 or 2 cats. So, you know, but it is. You know, these are all going to get homes. No more can stay than what I have now. So, yeah, yeah, 17 cats. So, but all 10 of the kittens and 2 litters are, as you saw from the little clip there, are very healthy and squalling and doing fine. So, but again, that's what they were saying. It made such a big difference on these kittens being hand raised, being around humans, and being interactive with you, as opposed to ones that you've taken that were, you know, that started out even for the first, you know, few weeks of life as feral or out, you know, not around humans. And then usually they've got to struggle, like the ones that I've found were on their own, and malnutrition and all that. So just that kind of trauma sticks with an animal, just like it with a person. So the difference of ones that are loved from the start and are, you know, handled and don't ever have to worry about fearing anything, just have a lot better person. You know, again, I don't know how much that you can apply to humans, and where what we see with the rise of, you know, crime and violence and where it all stems from and comes from. But you know, you kind of have to think, if you're raised around that, you know, it's going to be projected and ingrained into you in the same way as with these little kittens. Versus the ones, like I said, I'm just speaking from experience, what I've always handled compared to the first time having, you know, I should be a you know, cat midwife, because hell, I can pull those things, I can feed those things out to the side like like I'm, you know, dividing up shrimp. Shit. But yeah, being able to, you know, handling them from the start when they come out. And like I said, having nothing but, you know, love and safety for them, compared to what they go through whenever they're out there on the bayous fighting for their life at 4 and 5 and 6 weeks old. It makes a big difference. So, and it shows. So, like I said, I'm very happy for them. I think they'll be very good kittens, and hopefully they all got very good families. And from these people in this store, I'm pretty sure they did. So, that's my big news. I mean, there's a lot we can talk about on the crazy shit going on. We'll do a little Bayou Politico later on. So, all right. Well, that will wrap up this episode number 162 of Bayou Gold Guy. And I thank y'all so much for everyone that supports the channel. Channel members especially. You guys are awesome. As well as all of you that subscribe. Congratulations to our winners from the last one. Thank you all for being part of the auction. For again supporting the channel. Rocky Mountain Live Prospecting has been a big support of the channel. Thank you, brother, so much. And again, he's healing up, working on it. So y'all, we still send out our best wishes and love to him up there in the high country. And so I guess until the next time. And then once more, thank you so much to Mike Gold Nugget Sales for just providing us with another awesome Paydirt and bringing back something that a lot of people have been anxious to have returned. So and it's evident, like I said, just from the number of videos you see coming out, people doing this. So very exciting time to have the high grader back. So that being said, this is Bayou Gold Guy saying thank you all so much once again for supporting the channel, watching. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button if you have not. Think about trying the join button. And until the next time, Gizmo, the last dog standing here. And I thank you so much. Take care of each other, and peace out, my friends.